This is the Gatekeepers Podcast with Billy Grove. Billy is an innovative leader in the industry who loves teaching others how to build quality fence. So kick back, grab a cold beverage, and get ready to talk about fence. Today's show is sponsored by Mr. Fence Academy, National Metal Industries, J.C. Gurry, Pro Web Fencing, and Orlando Hinge Company. If you're looking to hit the next level in your fence company, check out Mr. Fence Academy. Real fencers, real job sites, real training equals real results. And now, live from the Mr. Fence Academy studios, here's your host, Billy Grove.
Boom. How's that now? Nobody can hear anything? Automatically adjust volume.
Testing. There it is.
Yeah.
I see it now.
Can anybody hear anything?
Looked like it was on.
More settings, audio.
Testing.
There we go. There we go. All right, guys. So since you couldn't hear us, welcome.
Well, that was a great show. We will see you next week.
Right? But hey, man, we can't have anything without having a couple mistakes here and there, right? So, guys, like we were saying, whenever you could not hear us, we are in South Bend, Indiana, at the Cmm Custom Machine Monitoring Open House.
Well, we're in their suite right now.
We're in the South Bend Cubs suite, guys. This is not even a box. This is a building.
They got their own batting cage.
Yeah,
food, drinks, their own bar in here. This is awesome. And the reason you hear so much excitement out there is because all of us were down there. A bunch of us were down there on the field throwing out the first couple pitches.
Yep.
How cool was that?
It was really cool, man. It was cool watching Sean warm up for it, too. He said he hadn't thrown a baseball in 20 years.
I don't know.
I couldn't tell.
It looked like he'd been practicing for a couple days, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So today, we went to the open house. If anybody does not know what CMM is, it is a vinyl and aluminum routing machine company, right? So they opened up their doors for us to have 110 people today.
There was over 100. Yeah, over 110. Yeah. It had to be at least. I mean, it was packed.
Packed house. We had some awesome speeches from the guys from CMM. We had an awesome speech from Sean King, and then we went outside and we pounded some posts for some vinyl. And this is where it gets really interesting, guys, because after we were done, Mr. Frederickson, who's been so I don't know about this. No, he's like, man, I can't wait to get back home and try this.
No, you heard me. Yeah. I had a bad attitude about it. I'm not gonna lie, a complete bad attitude about it. I'm old school when it comes down. I want to dig them post holes, set that concrete, and I just had a bad attitude unless you were driving post, anything to do with that, unless it was temporary fence or something like that.
Right.
So to watch this and see this in person, yeah, I even had a bad attitude about all Sean's tools. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? I'm like, what do I need to pay all that money for a string line for when I've been running string lines, getting a tape and marking it out, and I hate to say it, I think I prejudged it a little bit, and that's and I've known Sean for a while, and I probably just first time I've ever actually sat there and actually watched it.
Yep.
Normally it's an event where I've got stuff going on, everybody's got a bunch of stuff, and I couldn't actually get involved, but it was impressive. I mean, honestly, we did what would have taken, I feel like, me and my crews a day or two, minimum 2 days probably, in like 45 minutes.
Yep.
I mean, I think one time I told you there was like 10 feet left or something.
When you have a cookie.
Dude, you remember? I went and I drove one of the posts in. We were just doing 10-foot section in front of the it looks like a Transformers or something. I drove the post in and I'm like, I'm going to go get a cookie. I went in, I looked at my phone, I got a cookie. I came back and he built the entire 10 feet of fence.
It was done. It was done.
You know?
And that like speaks for itself. Like a lot of guys want to hate on the tools and say this and that, but like once you see it in person, it's a whole lot different, isn't it?
It's weird. I've even got a different attitude. Like I might go back and try to do a residential crew.
Yeah, there we go.
And and try to see what we can do. It's just, again, I feel like I was blinded a little bit by my stuck in how I've done it and how I was taught.
Stuck in Grandpa's ways, right?
A little bit. So it was interesting to watch it actually in person and get out there and actually start asking questions and be open-minded. So I think that a little bit was this time. So really big surprise. But tomorrow, not vinyl, it's aluminum.
Tomorrow we got like aluminum in the morning, and then we got what's really cool is we're gonna see all the software and the programming for the CMM machines, which I'm pretty excited about.
Yeah.
So we got some new guys coming tomorrow who couldn't make it today. We got some guys not coming tomorrow who were there today. So maybe we can push it to 150.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
We ran into 2 people right now that were just messaging us saying, hey, we didn't make it today, but we came to the ball game. They're going to be at the event tomorrow.
Awesome.
Which is going to be good because that's where we're going to be going over the CMM machinery stuff too. And did you notice how they build everything there?
Everything.
I mean, they got their own machine shop. So, I mean, I think it's one thing to say you build stuff and it's and put it together, but most of the time they're still getting all the parts made somewhere else.
Yep.
And having all that stuff. Oh, there's Sean right there.
There he is.
There's the man of the hour. But over at CMM, I mean, they're actually right down to every little part you see on that thing is pretty much being machined in your shop.
Yes,
sir. And assembled and put together there.
Yes, sir. Except for the what do you say, the powder coating?
Powder coating.
Powder coating is the only thing that they outsource.
Yeah, powder coating. So you see these machines in there that don't have any of the equipment on them yet. That somebody calls you and wants to order one, you just start grabbing stuff off the rack and putting it together.
Yep, 2 weeks.
What you do?
2 week lead time.
No way, 2 weeks.
You're kidding.
That is really cool.
Yeah,
Man. Really cool.
So tariffs don't bother guys like this because they get it off. There you go. You know what I mean? They're like, we got it on the shelf. We don't got to order that, get it shipped over on a boat.
No more 90-day waits, right? So Brian, this is the first time that we're doing a joint podcast together, guys.
Yeah.
Anybody who does not watch My Fence Life does not know who Brian Frederickson is, guys. This is Brian Frederickson from My Fence Life, the Fence Workers Association. Wonderful stuff for the fence industry. Love what you're doing every single day, and man, it's awesome to have you out here at actually like one of the trainings where like you can slow down and you can actually learn some stuff too.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, like I said, I'm normally pretty active at the events, whether it be the Fence Show and Security Expo,
right?
But one of the other ones where we're actually involved in it and doing, either some of the training or setting up the event. And I'm telling you, it's just you never really get to sit and actually talk to people as much as you'd like to, even though sometimes hundreds and hundreds of people came.
Yep.
And you're just, other than a quick handshake, but to be able to sit and talk to people, it's nice.
Yeah.
And to have people, like a couple people walked up and they're on the FWA help. So to hear people are actually out there using it and they're walking up, people and they're like, hey Brian, I don't know you, but I just want to thank you for creating the FWA help.
Yeah.
And me and a couple of my guys got health care that we didn't have before.
Yeah.
So one guy showed me a scar or something, and he's like, man, I just want to say, and he lifts his stomach and shows a scar. He's like, I didn't have health care when I had to do this, and I got, tagged for this and this, and I just want to say thank you for putting that stuff together. So that kind of stuff. So if you guys get out to these events and you are using FWA Health, let me know, because it's a big deal. We don't get to see that. We get to hear back from people.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And just like you were talking about at lunch, like a lot of these guys are smaller guys, smaller companies, and most of these health insurance plans are 10 plus people, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that us as the fence workers can go out and get health care at an affordable cost is huge.
Yeah.
Huge. I mean, I know me and Susan were talking about it a couple weeks ago on the podcast, but guys, It is not breaking the bank like everybody would think it would.
It starts at like $50 a month.
Starts at like 50
I mean,
bucks a month.
it's the difference between losing sometimes an employee. So now when you're sitting. I mean, I created it because I needed it.
Right.
So everything you see FWA was created for me as well. I mean, not everybody has enough employees to get this healthcare or get some of the benefits and stuff that are out there. Even the training, it was for people that were just trying to get into the industry and stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's healthcare when it comes down to that. I mean, it's easy. Honestly, I could have 10 healthcare programs if I just wanted to connect with people that wanted 10 people with 10 employees or more and wanted to hook 5 or 6 of them up minimum. But that's not your average fence company.
Nope.
Your average fence company doesn't have 10, 20 employees. Nope. So it's just easy to create benefits when it's a bulk membership. And I don't know if you ever joined some stuff where also you start getting a bunch of phone calls and they're like, hey, I just want to get a little information. I'm a partner with such and such I just joined, and I just want to get a little information on your company. And you're like, oh, I'm this. So I'm like, okay, well, we don't really fit you.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, well,
exactly.
I didn't want any benefits that FWA has created or is part of that doesn't benefit every single fence company down to one guy. I don't care if it's just you and your brother. If we created a resource, we created it, and we fought with everybody to make sure they could cater to at least just if it was a small fence company. And
right.
I think a real, not a small fence company of 10 people, but a small fence company, which is your average company, 1 to 2, 3 people.
Yep.
So it's definitely interesting. So if you get a chance, go to fenceworkers.org, take a look at the benefits, reach out to Susan at fenceshow.com, or support at fenceworkers.org and ask what's involved in it.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of the Fence Workers Association and the Fence University, you guys have a hands-on training coming up in Evansville, Indiana, right?
Yeah, you got to get on that. I think
Yeah.
you got to go to fenceworkers.org, go under events and take a look at that event. Sean King's doing his event. Obviously, we're kind of piggybacking on some of that, and it's going to be really cool. What's the dates on that one again?
I think the 27th and 28th is y'all's,
Yep.
and Sean's is like, y'all's is on the weekend, and Sean's is like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday or something. But also, Sean is throwing you guys something, right? Sean doesn't like to use the word discount and doesn't like to give discounts, but if you sign up for the FWA training, Sean is going to give you a discount.
Yeah. And
how crazy is that, guys?
Yeah.
That's Sean King using the word discount.
Yeah,
like,
so this basically is going to, by the time you're done with all the discounts, it's going to cover this training almost.
Yep.
So definitely get on there and start seeing what reach out to one of us if you're interested in that. It's a 2 days building installing a gate operator, and if you've seen any of the trainings that we do at Fence University, it's about as hands-on, and when we say hands-on, we mean it.
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
Definitely, if you don't have an electrical meter in your hand within 45 minutes, I feel like we failed you.
Yep. It's not sitting in classrooms,
No.
guys. We're not watching PowerPoints. We're not taking tests. It's out there, real hands-on stuff. And most of the time, if I know Sean King, it's going to be at Mrs. Jones' backyard.
Yeah.
Right. So you're actually dealing with real anomalies, real problems, and working through those things and talking about it.
Yeah.
Those are some. Excuse me. Those are some of the big advantages of coming to these hands-on events. Is you run into real-world problems, and then we have real-world solutions to fix them.
Yeah.
So that's a huge benefit of it. And man, just get to one, guys. Just get to one.
You won't regret it.
No.
There's no doubt. I mean, a lot of times we think we don't have time or we can't squeeze it in, but when you go, you're like, I'm so glad I did.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Even me. I mean, I'm booking tickets for these things at the last minute, and when I get there, I'm like, man, what I would have missed out on by not being at one of these. It doesn't matter if it's FWA, AFA, NAFCA, if it's something you're putting on at your trainings as well, affiliate growth stuff. It doesn't really matter. A CMM event, whatever you go to, you're going to be around other fencers, and you just can't miss those opportunities.
Nah, man, and I'll tell you what, man. When you get back home, you are so pumped up and charged and ready to go. It's like you just got your batteries recharged, man. It is. There's nothing else like it, man. And then you get the networking, you get to meet all these other different people, and you find out that you're not the only one struggling with said problem.
Same problem.
There's another guy who's 5,000 miles away, 2,000 miles away that's dealing with the same problem.
Well, and sometimes he just hired the guy you fired, so he's dealing with the exact same problems.
Yeah, exactly. But
so, let's bring the man of the hour in here.
Yeah.
Let's bring.
Yeah.
We got Sean CMM. Let's see what he's got to say. Come on in.
You were with me, good sir. All right, guys. We got Mr. Sean Bahinsky from CMM. I've had him on before, and he was gracious enough to bring me up here for the open house and help out Sean, help out him, as well. So, yeah, man, really great job on the presentations today.
Appreciate it, man.
Love your VP of sales, Adam. His
Adam's
speech was
great.
very empowering this morning.
Yep.
Wonderful speech, man. But for those who don't know what CMM is, tell us a little bit about your product.
Yeah, man. So we make routers, vinyl, aluminum for the fence, deck, and rail industry. Been around 25 years. Located here in South Bend, Indiana. You know, the best thing is we got something for everyone. So if you want a single bay, we got that for you. If you want a double bay, we got that for you. If you want a 4-bay, we got that for you. You know, vinyl, aluminum. We also can refurb your machine when you have one. So we do a little bit of everything, which is nice. Obviously, we're custom, so if you want it, we can do it. You know, tomorrow we're going to be showing off the automation that you got to see when you were in the shop, and it's going to be a really good day. Today was vinyl, and it was really nice. There were about 85 people there today, which was a great turnout.
Very great turnout.
They were expecting about the same tomorrow with aluminum. And what do you think the best part of today was?
The best part of today was honestly seeing the two guys who were negative about coming. At the end of the day, seeing them just completely blown away and beating themselves up about
awesome.
being negative about coming.
Yep.
That was the best part. That's always my favorite part of the trainings, because no matter where I do it, Evansville, Pensacola, Texas, there's always those couple guys who are being forced to be there, right?
Yeah.
But by the end of the day, they're asking you question after question after question, and they're super, super intrigued by everything. So that's always a nice feeling to have at the end of the day, is to see somebody who started out negative, completely positive.
Yep.
And, so what did you think about the whole driven process? Is that the first time that you've seen it face to face?
Second. So I was at Dallas at Anchor B's event.
Okay.
So I saw it there, but even it's changed since then. So the Anchor B event was 3 weeks ago.
Yep.
And from then to now, it's already changed.
Yep.
So I love that, man. I mean, the donuts are gone. You know, I forgot what he was saying. The donuts are for fat boys, and those are gone. You know, he's got a new style already.
Yes.
Hey, Brady, come say hey. Come say hey.
Come say hey, buddy.
This is my
He
son.
said hi.
This is my son, Braden. He threw out the first pitch today.
Yes, he did. He did an awesome job, man. Give me my Bible now. Yes, sir. But
so I mean, I thought that was cool how it's already changed. But one of the coolest things I thought was it was hilarious that we were building the vinyl fence and we did the long one. You know, we did about 70 feet. And our owner, Steve, wanted a transformer covered up. So he wanted like a 15-foot, 10, 15 feet section of vinyl. And Brian went to the bathroom, got a cookie, and came back.
it was done.
And it was done.
It was done, man. I remember he rounded the corner and he almost just stopped and dropped everything. He was like, wow, it's already done? I was like, yeah, man, you missed out.
Yeah, that was cool.
But that was also cool that we got to test out today the first ever 10-foot vinyl section.
Yep.
I think we got a couple more tweaks to make on it.
Yeah.
To make it viable, but I didn't hate it.
Oh, that's cool.
I didn't hate it at all. So we had Sean King sitting up there on top of it after it was done. We had very, very, very minimal sag. I'd like to see how it performs in longevity, and to see if it stands the test of time, obviously. But if you know Sean King, we do testing. We do testing all over the place. So that's still a working product.
He was sitting on it. It's fine.
He was sitting on it. It's fine. It didn't move whatsoever. Now these new donuts, non-donuts, guys, they're not yet released yet. But I'm telling you what, if you are in the driven game and you're doing driven vinyl, you're gonna want to pay attention to the fence pages in the upcoming weeks, because these new unis
they're slick.
They are slick, man.
Cool.
I mean, it takes all of the stuff that your guys would complain about with doing a no-dig vinyl fence, and it throws it right out the window.
Hold on one sec. I'm trading spaces.
All right. So now we got
Adam
Mr.
Faulkner.
Adam Faulkner.
Hey.
You are the VP of Sales.
Yes, sir.
For CMM.
Yes, sir.
I just want to tell you, I didn't get to tell you earlier, but your speech this morning was absolutely empowering and moving. I loved it. Great job on that speech, man.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
Seriously, though, I really did love it.
I appreciate that. Thanks, man.
So, what is your role besides sales? Like, I know you're the VP of Sales, but
Sure.
What does that kind of entail
Exactly.
for you at CMM?
Exactly. So our customer base we have
maintaining that, and then making sure the other sales support that we have is there, and then working in conjunction with service as well. If people need parts, they need an upgrade or something like that, we help out with them. And then new clients as well, making sure that they are serviced, have information on what we're going to do to increase our customer base.
Nice.
Yeah.
Something cool that I took away from. I didn't really know this, but you guys can access machines from all over the world.
Yes, sir.
Right there in South Bend, Indiana.
Yes, sir.
And you can troubleshoot, fix them.
Absolutely.
If they're tech fixes, you can fix them right
Yes,
there.
Yep.
That is really, really neat. Man.
Sure. Yeah, all the machines come equipped with a built-in Wi-Fi, so you can take and let's say, for instance, there's a software issue or something like that. We can dial in directly to your machine, wherever your location is in California, Indiana, New York, New Mexico, and then we can take control of it if we need to. We can look at settings and things like that. And then if you need, like, let's say you need a new program or you need a whole, we can actually load that on your machine while we take access of it. So it eliminates a lot of the over-the-phone stuff. Hey, what are you looking at? It gives us a chance to kind of look at it to streamline a lot of that. Because when people call in, listen, if that machine's not running, you're not making money.
Yeah.
And so that's at the end of the day, every time that thing turns on, we want you to hear a cash register open.
Yep, absolutely, man. Well, I was pretty blown away as well by all of the cool little features that you can do, putting cats and dolphins and snowflakes and addresses in the post, man. That was really cool.
Yeah.
Love that you guys can literally make a software and send it to somebody who's across the country and say, hey, Adam, I need a dolphin.
Yeah.
Exactly. Load me up a dolphin. That was really cool.
Yeah.
But not just that, and we talked about this just a couple minutes ago, but guys, everything that they make, it's made in the building in South Bend, Indiana. The only thing that they outsource is the powder coating of the machine.
Correct.
Obviously, you guys don't have space for a powder coating place.
Yeah.
So that would be why. But that is, guys, if we're buying, and we need to be buying American nowadays, that's a perfect choice, guys. Nothing is outsourced but the powder coating, like I said. If you're in the market for a router, look no further than CMM, and give these guys a call.
Yeah.
Give them a call, see what they have to offer.
Sure.
And just go with it, because I'm telling you, man, I have hand-routed posts, I have field-routed posts, and I'm telling you, the advantage of being able to have a shop guy, not just weld and pick up the shock and run errands, but to make money.
Right. Yeah.
Make the company big money.
Absolutely. It's all about economics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. And we get a chance to, again, we talked about this today, get a chance to see our customers grow. And that's a great thing about this industry and why we're so passionate about what we're doing right now. And then teaming up with, Mr. Fence and the different facets of that is in order to help see people grow.
Yeah.
And again, give this guy a shout out, his podcast and things that he puts out, give it a listen. It's helping people get better.
Yep.
And that's changing the world.
Yep. And that's the whole point behind me starting the podcast. I know you've heard me preach about this 1,000 times, but I love to help people. That is my second passion, but right behind fencing, right, is helping people. That literally fills my cup to see that light bulb go off.
Absolutely.
And I'm like somebody said, I love it.
Absolutely.
So, guys, just like Brian said, make it to NAFTA, AFA, the Fence Workers Association, Mr. Fence Academy. There's so many opportunities out there for training.
Yeah.
It is unreal. Just get yourself plugged in, find yourself a connection, and run with it.
You don't have any excuse.
No.
There's tons of resources.
There are so many options. And not just that, guys, but now we're finally getting manufacturers to sponsor people to go for free.
Exactly.
And that should be another thing, guys. You should be paying attention to these manufacturers who are paying to get people trained, and then you should wholeheartedly support them in the fence industry, because they are trying to better the fence industry.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Well, guys, that's pretty much all we got for you. It's a little cold out here, and we're going to be live again tomorrow, so stay tuned. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Adam, thank you so much for coming on, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
very much.
guys.
All right, take care.
All right, guys, we'll see y'all tomorrow at some point.